Hey friends, we have made it to Arkansas and we're having a great time. But to start this video off, we're going to look at some water here. I think this Lake Hamilton on one side, and then water comes down and flows through here to go to Lake Catherine, if I remember correctly from what my son Elijah said. But it is gorgeous, it is beautiful, and I just wanted to share that with you guys so y'all could just see the beauty. And this is like one of our first stops after we got Elijah was here at this water area, the park. I'm not sure the name of the park, but it was beautiful and we loved it. I'm doing a voiceover in most of this, so there may be times where I just pause and let you see the scenery and not talk, but hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Big Daddy.
And I'm Elijah.
We're in Arkansas today, spending the day with our son Elijah. And so we're so excited to see him. I don't think we've seen him since May.
Right.
And so we're just excited to see him today and spend some time with him. And so he and Big Daddy are about to fish a little, just playing around. No serious fishing. They're just playing around, and you know, that's about all.
Yeah, that's about all.
Elijah and Big Daddy are doing a little fishing, just playing around. Elijah wanted to show him where he's been going fishing, and just spend some time with each other. And we meant to bring our chairs, our outdoor chairs, and we forgot them. So I'm sitting in the car crocheting and getting out and videoing them and walking over and seeing what they're doing and just kind of talking back and forth like that, you know. I walked over closer to them to see what they were doing, and Big Daddy's teaching him to fish, even though Elijah knows how to fish and he's been fishing the whole time he's been up there. He's been fishing his whole life, but Big Daddy's giving him pointers and all, and it's just nice to hear him talking. And I know Big Daddy's loving every minute of that, getting to spend some time with Elijah. So, and then I would go back to the car and crochet some more, give them some time together, by themselves. But it is beautiful. We love the scenery, and just how beautiful it is really nice. I can see why Elijah loves it up there, but his mama's not there. So he should want to be here where his mama's at. I'm just picking. I'm very happy that my boys are grown and living on their own and doing their own thing and are happy in their lives. That makes me happy. So there's our car, and there's my crochet, what I've been working on. One last look at this beautiful scenery before we leave. I almost fell in a couple of times, and so they're telling me not to get close to the banks. There's a spillway. No, the other side is Lake Hamilton, and I guess this side goes down to Lake Catherine. I'm not sure, but whatever. It's beautiful. The water was clear. So we talked about going to the tower, and I said, I don't know. I'll just sit in the car and wait on y'all because I'm scared of heights. Elijah said, I'm scared of heights too. I'll hold your hand. So he talked me into going. And so here we are going up in this tower, and Elijah's supposed to hold my hand and he's walking off. I am deathly scared of heights, but Elijah is too. And yeah, we're going up, 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 up. Here we go. We're in the elevator, and it's going up, and I didn't know there was going to be a glass wall. Now, Elijah can't look out the elevator, so he's over in the corner looking at the floor, so he doesn't look out. But I was okay looking out the elevator like this. I don't know why that is, but I wasn't scared at this point. But it's beautiful. Love it. I love that we're going up and can see, you know, everything so well. So I might hush some during this and just let you guys enjoy the view. And here we are to the observation area. And I did have Sleepless in Seattle vibes all through this, okay? Hush, baby. So we're looking out over the hot springs, and yeah, this is so cool. This is, and it is a beautiful day. The sky is just so lovely. It's just beautiful. So it was very interesting just seeing the town, looking out, you know, over the town. There was lots of information on the inside all the way around there, but I don't think I ever read any of that. I was just watching, just looking out the window here at the town and all the little bitty cars down there. This was cool to get to go and do this with Elijah. Isn't that cool? And I don't remember how high up we are. I did ask Elijah how tall was that tower, and he told me, but I do not remember what he said. So you could probably look it up. It's a tower, lookout tower in Hot Springs, Arkansas. If you want to know something like that, I don't remember, because I guess it doesn't really matter to me. I don't remember things that I really don't need to know. It's not going to help me in life. I don't remember it. But yeah, just looking out over the town and seeing, you know, the roads that we were just on, and Elijah's pointing out, you know, and there's this and there's that, and way over here, you know, just telling me all the different things. It was cool. It was really cool. Trying to get around people. I didn't want to really show other people, but sometimes you just can't help it. Big Day did take some photos from up there to maybe possibly use on the cover of a book or something in the future. So Elijah's telling me all the different things out there, and just, you know, where we're at and everything out there. Now, I've been up in this tower before when I was a kid. We used to go to Hot Springs about 2 or 3 times a summer, and go to Magic Springs when I was a kid. I don't know if my kids ever went up in this tower when they were little. I don't think so. They were taking some pictures. And there was wasp up here. Now we're up higher. We went up to the top floor, and there was wasp up there. But you know, you don't bother them. They don't really bother you too much, except sometimes they might. But I was just being real calm around them and not bothering them, and they didn't bother me. You might see a few wasps flying around. I'm not allergic, so I'm not scared. If I get stung, I just get stung. There's me and Big Daddy. And there's Elijah and Big Daddy. And me and Elijah. That wind was blowing my hair like crazy. And one last picture of me and Big Daddy. And then Elijah was telling me some more things there, and he was saying, there's y'all's hotel. And I'm like, where? He's like, right there. That's your hotel. So I was pointing it out right there. That's our hotel right down there. The weather was nice. It wasn't super hot, but it did get a little warm up here in this tower area. There's my two men. We missed Dakota. Wished he'd been with us. And then we sat down here waiting on our turn for the elevator. And so I was just crocheting, and Big Daddy's like, I don't know, probably about to fall asleep, napping. I don't know. Elijah was just taking some clips for me of crocheting way up in the air on top of this tower. At the time we sat down, there was a lot of people in line for the elevator, and so we was letting those people thin out a little bit so we could get a turn in the elevator to go down. Nope, that lady's leg itches. I'm crocheting on something that I'll be showing hopefully later this week or maybe next week. It depends on how my week goes. And then Elijah finished up filming us and handed my phone back to me, and then I snapped this picture of him. And here we go, down, down, down. It was a cool experience, and I'm glad I did go up and didn't sit in the car and wait on them. I'm glad I went up and enjoyed the experience. So here we are driving through downtown Hot Springs, like one of the main roads down there. And I just try to, get a little footage. Now, this is not handicap friendly, this area of town. You have to park and walk a long ways. None of the shops will let you use the restroom. So that hotel there might let you use the restroom. I don't know. I remember staying in that hotel when I was a kid, probably like early teenager. But it's not handicap friendly down in that area because you have to park in a parking garage and walk a long way. There's the Wax Museum. We tried to go that last time, but there's stairs and no elevator. There's the duck, trucks, whatever, boats. And just driving by, getting a little footage. There's shops in different places on both sides. On this side is the bathhouse, like Bathhouse Row. And Chastity, Elijah's friend, does work in one of these. The one with the dome. I don't know. So I was trying to see where we was going to pass her at, because she was at work during all this time. So I think that's the one she works at. Right there. There was lots of people out there enjoying their day. And it was a beautiful day. Right back there is the parking garage all the way to the back. So you have to park there and walk up and down that street. Yeah. Me and Big Daddy can't do that. That would be way too hard on us. And then, like I said, none of the shops will let you use their restroom. So, but at the parking garage, there are restrooms. So you'd have to go back there to use the restroom. Yeah, it's crazy. So I was just taking a little footage just to show you the area. If you've never been downtown Hot Springs, the main drag, I don't know what they call it, the main road through there. And now we are super hot, and so we're trying to decide where to go get something to drink at, because we're all very thirsty and hot, and we need something cold to drink. So we're discussing where to go, and we've never been to Dunkin' Donuts. We don't have that here in Louisiana, so that's where Elijah decided we should go and get some cold coffee, something to wake us up, keep us going. It was a Dunkin' / Baskin Robbins. So I went and found us somewhere to sit. I found these little cute chairs over here. While the guys are waiting on our drinks, I got a caramel, maybe a caramel frappuccino or something like that. Elijah got some kind of pumpkin spice drink, and I don't remember what Big Daddy got, but he didn't like it. So that was a cute wall with just all the words on it about coffee related and stuff. So I just took a little bit of footage showing you it. Okay, and this is our hotel, and there in the back, all the way back there up in the sky, that's the tower that we were up on a few minutes ago. And I was looking down at our hotel, so that's it. That's it. Really cute. Really great. I mean, I didn't realize we'd see our hotel, and I didn't realize from the hotel we could see the tower until Elijah told me all that. So, this is our hotel. It was really nice. We did stay there once before, and so it's a really nice little hotel. We have one king-size bed, a chair and an ottoman, and then a chair for the desk, like a computer chair. Hey guys, I hope you've been enjoying the video clips of us around Hot Springs, Arkansas with our son Elijah. We enjoyed every minute of that day. Just the whole day was great because we were with Elijah. And so we did get to spend Saturday and Sunday with him, and then we headed home. Excuse me, I'm yawning. I'm super tired today. Like, I have no energy whatsoever. I'm so tired. It wore me completely out. This morning, Big Daddy said he's got to go to work so he can rest. It looks like I have a fur wrap on. I don't. It is my electric throw. It's not a full-size blanket. It's a throw. I don't know what size it is, but it doesn't matter because I don't recommend it. I do not recommend it, whatever that says. I've had to buy one 2 years in a row. I have this one plugged up right now, and I have it on 98 degrees, and I feel nothing. There's no heat whatsoever coming in this. 2 years ago, I bought one, and it didn't work the next year. I don't think it worked the whole season. The next year, I had to buy this one, and so I plugged it up, and it doesn't work. So I gotta get a new one. Yeah, that sucks. So I will be getting one soonish. I have other things I gotta do right this moment, but I will be getting a new one because my house is really chilly and I do need something. Anyway, so now at this point of our trip, we went to Michael's, and so we had a little meet and greet, very informal gathering. Just whoever showed up. You know, I really didn't know how many, because sometimes people say they live in Hot Springs, but you know, so I was thinking they would come, but people have things going on, you know, they have busy lives and may already have plans and stuff like that. So I didn't know who would show up. We just went. I knew Megan was gonna come, and then I'm so sorry, I'm yawning. I'm just so wore out. Probably after I get this recorded and uploaded and scheduled to come out Monday afternoon. There was a video this morning about the 7-day Big Ball Challenge. That was this morning, this week in the afternoon. And after I get this scheduled, I'm probably going to go lay down and take me a little nap. Because I am wore out still. Anyway, I got to Michael's at like 12:30. We went in and me and Elijah was walking around looking at different stuff, talking about how that Michael's is different from our Michael's. And that was a small scale Michael's. But it was very comparable to our Michael's, except it was super stocked and clean. And they just had a lot of yarn. I mean, they didn't have like a whole lot of yarn holes. They had yarn there. That was the main difference in that store and our store. But anyway, I'm just embarrassed. I'm embarrassed and I'm groaning so much. I apologize greatly for that. That was just horrible. Trying to sit here and think, should I start over? But when I start videos over, I don't never say all the things because I've already said them. Okay, guys. So anyway, we got there at 12:30. Me and Elijah just walking around checking out the store. We're going to check out the yarn. There was a particular yarn that I was wanting that my store didn't have. Somebody just shoot me now. Oh my goodness. So I looked online beforehand and saw that they had that yarn available in the store to pick up. So I did get it. I went and got it and put it in my buggy. And then I got the primary Charisma yarn that I was wanting. I got it and put it in my buggy. And so I had been using on my big star blanket, I have been using this plastic clover. And so this is very slick. And so I was thinking, well, I wonder if I get an aluminum or metal hook, size 10. I said, I wonder if that would, help with this yarn being so splitty. Maybe I should just get a metal hook and try with it. Because sometimes the hook does make a big difference. And so I went and found a 10mm hook that was metal. And had a big, I think it had a purple handle, just like this. But anyway, so I had that in our buggy. I was planning on getting that. And then Elise came up. And so we talked with Elise. And then her wife Penny showed up. She went to the restroom, I guess. TMI, I'm telling your business, Penny. So then she came up and we just talked with them and we had the best conversations with them. I loved them. They were awesome. So easy to talk to. And it was just kind of like, I knew these people, but I'd never met them before. And I haven't had conversations with them either, like on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else. But they were just so easy to talk to and just relatable. And we just talked. And had a good time. And not all about crochet. We talked about a lot of different things. Like, I can't even remember what all we talked about. But we talked about so much stuff. And Elijah really liked them too. Even later, he said that Penny and Elise were great. And he just, really enjoyed spending a few minutes with you guys too. So we talked for a long time. We were just standing in the yarn department, just talking. And my legs and feet did start hurting really bad because they were already swollen, and then just standing on them. Now, if I had been walking, it wouldn't have been as bad, but just standing in one spot is horrible for me. And so at one point, we did decide that we had talked for like an hour or so. And so we, decided to go on and split ways and so we could get on the road eventually. And so we did was walking off, and then Megan shows up. And so I talked with Megan a minute, and I've come to find out she had been at the front of the store since 1 o'clock waiting on us. Well, we got there at 12:30, and we were in the yarn department, and that's where Elise and Penny found us. And so Megan thought we weren't there, and I felt so bad about that. But we're in the yarn department. We're yarny people. We crochet. That's where we're gonna be. And so anyway, Megan's mother was with her, and she's a real nice lady also. So we went up front to, they had a little table, and I was like, I've got to sit down. I can't even stand here any longer. I got to sit down. So we went up front and sat down at this little table. They had like 3 chairs out there, and I sat down there and talked with Megan, and she is awesome. I just love everyone I met. Okay, it was just great. Spoke with Megan, and we had great conversations, and I don't know, we talked about everything under the sun too. And her mom was super nice, and yeah, it was lovely. It really was. I loved it. Megan made me a bag, and I don't know if I want to show it in this video or in a Happy Meal video. Let me go get it. Let me get it. Trying to get wrapped back up in my blanket that don't even work. But at least the blanket gives something. Okay, and first off, Elise showed me some things that she were making for Halloween trick-or-treaters. And she also had made this banner to put on her table out in front of her house when she's giving out these little crocheted items. And I asked her to post a picture of that in the Facebook, our Facebook group, because it is awesome. She crocheted a cross stitch pattern, and then her mother sewed to material to back it with, and it is super cute, and it's really Halloweeny. And so anyway, she had brought some little things, and I had patina in my purse, by the way, y'all know that. But she gave me a little chicken that she crocheted, and she's giving things out like this for Halloween. She had I can't even remember, gummy bears, snakes, some little googly eye things, chickens, maybe, I don't know, a bunch of little things like this that she's giving out for Halloween. And she's been working on them all year, I believe she said. Is that something on there? A piece of fuzz. She has been working on these all year, and so she had quite a few things that she has made, and isn't that adorable? So I got that, and anyway, so now Patina has a new chicken. Patina has her own little emotional support chicken. And I love that. Her little chicky chick. Anyway, isn't that cute? I love that. I love the little chicken. Okay, and then Megan had this crossbody bag on she was wearing when she came up to me, and then we turned to go up to the front of the store, and I was like, hey, I like your bag. And she said, that's great because it's yours. And I was like, what, really? And she had crocheted this bag for me. Okay, so y'all remember I crocheted myself a sweater that's black, and it has like some neon colors for the arms, and it's just awesome. She crocheted this bag to kind of match my my sweater that I made that time, and she knows, and that's a Premier sweater. The pattern is on Premier, and Jennifer at Some Stitches, she actually did do a tutorial on it, but this is what she made for me, this purse. Let me just show you all the strap. That's the strap for the purse. It is a very, I don't know, I'm not going to call it a purse, I'm going to call it a bag, but it's a lot of stuff can fit in this because it is very big. And she made the bottom with some hard, a piece of plexiglass in there so it is a hard bottom. It doesn't sag down there. And then she put some fun things in the bag. So let me just show you guys. She made me this hat. Can y'all believe that? Look at that. I have been wanting to make a hat like this. I mean, I was going to make it like mushroom colors and make that in there. I haven't ever looked at the pattern to that. So Megan, give us the link to the pattern in the, tell us where we can find the pattern in the Facebook group. Okay, so let me just see. I'm going to try this on so you guys can see just how cute I am. How cute this is. That is so cute. Thank you, Megan, for that hat. Okay, and since she gave me a book with all kinds, it says Blue Ribbon Afghans. And so she had ordered herself one, and she ordered me one. And there is tons of blankets in here. I looked through it a little bit on the way home until I fell asleep. I did fall asleep. And so, and thank you for your personal message in front of the book, Megan. I appreciate your sweet words and your message. You know how people will sign books? She wrote me a quick little message up front, and so thank you so much for your sweet words and for writing in the beginning of this book, because I'll always remember it was from you. But this book has lots of amazing patterns in here. And so, a lot of just fun pictures too. And so, yeah, I'm gonna have to look back through it and decide, what I might do for a blanket to put in the fair next year. I was trying to think, how did my blankets fare for this year? I can't remember. I did look, but I can't remember at the moment. And then she gave me this bag of this yarn here, and I haven't opened this yet to see anything about this yarn. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. She didn't know what to do with it, and so she said that maybe I can figure out what to do with it, and I don't know. I don't know, but it's 6 skeins of this yarn here, so I'm gonna have a look at it and see what I can do with it. And then the last thing in this bag is awesome. Okay, first off, Megan knows I like bright colors. She knows I like weird things. And so she was at a thrift store, and this makes this even so much better, because it did come from a thrift store, because I love thrifting. I love saving things from thrift stores. When I see something, I'm like, I gotta save it. This is a cat of corn, and isn't that awesome? That is so cute. She found it at a thrift store, and she picked it up because she thought I would like that, and I do. I love it. I'm gonna put it up here on my desk somewhere, and I'm actually going to crochet a cat of corn. I think that will be awesome. Isn't it cute? I love weird stuff. I do. The weirder the better. If you're going to be a weirdo, be the best weirdo you can be. I'm going to put it over here on my desk so that I can look at that all the time. But the bag, now the bag is light. I can pick it up now because it was heavy. The bag is beautiful. And she said that she got this pattern, maybe she said it was called stained glass, but she got it from the Secret Yarnery, Krista at Secret Yarnery, is where she got that pattern from. And that black just pops those bright colors. I love that. And she lined the bag with, look at that, as if that isn't gorgeous. I mean, it's glittery. Oh, yes. She knows what I like. Like, Megan has got me down, okay? Thank you, Megan. I appreciate that so much. Beautiful, beautiful bag. And thank you, Elise and Penny, for my little chicken. Now, Penny doesn't crochet. She was just there for support. And I'm so glad she came because it was awesome meeting her. And Elijah really did like Penny too. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, we had a wonderful time. We sat up front and we talked with Elise and Megan. We just sat there and talked, and Megan's mother was there also. We just talked and had lots of laughs and just a fun time. It was awesome. And I guess we stayed till about 3 o'clock, and then we did skedaddle on because we had such a, ways home, and we wanted to get home before dark, which we did not. Spoiler alert, we did not. What did we do? We left there. There was something I wanted to get food-wise to bring home for me to have today to eat, and so we went and picked that up, and then took Elijah home. And what else? Oh, we sat there and just talked for a little while, for a long while. It was great. And then we put him out and got gas and got on the road. And yeah, it just took us a while to get home. But there's lots of pictures. Right after this is going to be a bunch of pictures. So y'all stay tuned and see those pictures, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, Elise, Penny, Megan, and Megan's mom for showing up and just visiting with me and hanging out. I enjoyed every minute of it. Remember, guys, it's a beautiful day to crochet, and I'll see you all in the next video.